Good morning, everybody. This is Jake from Jake's Sports Takes. How is everybody doing this morning? I am good. Uh, Yesterday I did podcast something, but I decided to delete it because I thought it was a little hard. Um, just watching some of the Olympics. The U.S. women actually right now are in the second period with Sweden in the semifinal game. Uh, Winner goes on to in the gold medal game. Canada and I don't know, Finland, I believe, are playing in the uh quarters or in the semis in their game, and this will match up who gets into the next round. Um, we got a lot of figure skating. We got a lot of topics to cover in this Olympics. We'll see what happens. Unfortunately, the quad god failed to win a gold medal in singles men's. It sucks, but you know what? This is the pressure of the Olympics. My apologies for not moving the camera in. I was getting a swig of soda. Um. Anyway, so the U.S. is doing still pretty well. They're tied for third in Olympic in medals. They're not getting as many golds. There's some can. We had some pair figure skaters yesterday. They finished 7th and 9th in their first routine. Um, Danny O'Shea and Ellie Kim finished really good. That was pretty nice to see. They are in medal contention. It's pretty tight in that compared to what I thought. Um, Madison. The thing I'm impressed with, um, Madison Shock and Evan Bates got toasted. There's been some questionable about uh, the judging. I believe they did get toasted on their judging. The French won the gold medal. I mean, congratulations to them in the figure skating. But there was some questionable judging. They were given some bias toward the French, and they ended up winning the gold medal. But you know what? Evan and Maddie did a nice job, but I gotta say, they aren't appealing their the judging. They're gonna say, we won the silver, we didn't. That's respect. I gotta give them credit for saying we're not gonna appeal the decision. But I mean, there's a lot of rumors that there's some rigging going on and some judging going on, and I can understand that. That's coming from some fans online. I mean, there's been some bad backlash and bad media on this Olympics, which is a shame. Somebody like Amber Glenn made a comment about. Somebody made a comment and was receiving threats on social media about one of her comments. People who want to live their lives have the right to. You just leave them alone. They're Olympic athletes. You're a troll online reading social media, and just don't send that. I've told my kids, people have the right to live their lives any way they can, and I will support them. It's a shame that they do that, and these people train for years. They grew up doing this at a young age, and doing this. They have they're in the Olympics for a reason. They earned it. Um, but I gotta say, Amber has taken that, has been very, very mellow about that, and she's doing a great job handling herself. I hope her and Alicia Liu end up winning the gold and silver. But you know what? We'll see what happens either tonight or tomorrow. I've been very impressed with a lot of the U.S. women. They've got about almost 300 minutes of not giving up a goal, which is extremely impressive. I understand the women are a little bit less of a better team compared to the U.S. and Canada, but I gotta say, that's still impressive. The U.S. men won 5-1 yesterday against Germany. I saw or listened to some of that game, and it was very impressive. Yesterday, Tom Wilson got thrown out of a game for fighting. I'm not sure. I understand they want respect and all that, and courtesy and that like that. But do I believe he should have gotten thrown out for fighting? Maybe, maybe not. But you know what? The Olympics is a competition. I can understand, but they just I understand the respect and all that and the sportsmanship and stuff like that. But anyway, Norway is up, has 22 medals. They are leading the medal count right now. We'll see what happens. The U.S. curling, both men and women and the mixed, are doing really well. The mixed, Corey Kopkin and Corey TC, the Coreys, won silver medal in curling, which is very impressive. Actually, the U.S. Is up to 299 minutes and 299 minutes and 25 seconds worth of scoreless time. Not giving up a goal. It's the longest time without a shutout, with shutting out a team. 27-1 gold. 27-1. They've been beating teams. Impressive job by them. I gotta say the announcers are doing a great job. They've got a mixture of announcers. Personally, my favorite one, I gotta say, is Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski and Andrea Joyce and Terry Gannon. That is an incredible crew. They've been so unbiased. It's just shocking because you can say a lot of stuff. Tara Lipinski is a former gold medal winner. Johnny is a former bronze medalist and a multi-time Olympian. But they've done a great job. All of them have done a great job announcing this. It's fun to watch them. It's been phenomenal. The Olympic announcing committee has done great. NBC's done great with who they've hired. Former players, former athletes who know this. They've even got Snoop Dogg going through it, being giving some momentum and asking how you do this and that, in different sports. It's fun to watch. They've got people mic'd up, That's got to be incredibly difficult to do. But you know what? It's fun seeing these guys do it. Watch my favorite. I'm sorry, the U.S. just scored a goal for it's 2-0 with about half the period to go. Wow, that was a sweet goal. Good job. There we go. 2-0 U.S. But wow, the U.S. has been just dominating. I mean, it's in hockey. It's great to see the U.S. men have qualified for the quarterfinals. I'm a little confused on some of how they do the brackets, but it's fun to watch. I always love watching the Winter Summer Olympics. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the Winter Olympics because you see some creative sports. I mean, you got a lot of famous athletes coming in, Olympians coming in, watching these games. I know Lindsey Vonn injured herself, Mariska Haggerty and Peter Herman went to Milan and watched them, and unfortunately she got hurt. But this has been a pretty fun Olympics. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's fun. You got USA and NBC doing some broadcasting. Like I said, the announcing crew has done good, and I'm very impressed. I actually saw a couple videos this morning and last night. They had, I don't know, from Sesame Street. I mean, a lot of these people have grew up on Sesame Street. I did, and they had Elmo and some of the characters from them, Oscar the Grouch, Cookie Monster, all of them, doing some interviewing. They even had Terry Lipinski and Johnny Weir doing some, interviews and giving his take on it, asking them questions. How you do this? How you do that? Can I do this? Of course, I can't do the voice of Elmo. I'm not that good, but it's kind of fun seeing it and how they do that. But anyway, I do have some breaking news. Bradley Chubb has requested his release from Miami, and they are releasing him. For a lot of teams, Bradley Chubb would be a good defensive player, be a good linebacker or defensive end. He's a very good player. I mean, Miami just is completely retooling. I heard Tua could be on the market. I heard a lot of people say that Davis Mills, the quarterback of the Texans, could be on the list of people who want to trade for. I hope they get a few picks, but there's a lot of stuff that happens, but we'll see what happens. I know the Netherlands has been all 9 of their medals have been through speed skating. I know, I don't like these conspiracy theories about the Olympics. There are some judging flaws, no doubt about it. I do agree though with Maddie and Evan that there were some screw jobs. They got toasted. But both, like I said, the Paris figure skating, great job. I mean, it was within about 15 points from 1st to 10th. We'll see what Danny and Ellie do later today or tonight, that if they can get closer in medal contention, maybe even in contention. I mean, they had a little bit of a tough judging, but you know what? How they do that is judging. How they do that is just confusing. They said they want judging to change, the format, and like I said, I don't understand it, but I can't. I think they do. Excuse me. But we'll see what happens. And part of the reason why I want to apologize for my viewers and stuff, I had a little bit of a rough week personally. My dad was in the hospital from Tuesday to Sunday. He had some fluid built up in his lungs and his heart. Thankfully, he is back home. Now, he is currently, I believe, going to the doctor. He is back home. I am very thankful for that. He came in while I was working yesterday to, I don't know if he wanted to see me in person or he was, he wanted me to, because I called him every day and checked on him, made sure he was good. But I am very happy that he is back home. I was struggling quite a bit. With that, I kept thinking about him and kept getting, trying to focus on work, and it was hard. But we got through it. I mean, he's still got a long road, lots of doctor's appointments and stuff, but I am thankful that he is back home, safe and sound. But I wanna, but we will see how this goes. I just want to thank everybody, all of my friends and co-workers for helping me get through this time. I want, I appreciate you guys helping me because it was hard. Oh, and one more, two more people that they were showing on with Elmo, Brady and Matthew Kachuk, were with Elmo, and they were doing like the newlywed game. It was kind of cool, but everybody else is good. We're just right now. I got my days off. I'm chilling. I'm gonna podcast while I'm watching the Olympics. I got some more events to watch tonight, but everybody, I am thankful for everything that even the struggle I had this week, last week. Wanna, like I said, I want to thank my coworkers, my friends, everybody. Have faith. Stay safe. That is gonna be all. Everybody, following me on Instagram. Oh, one more thing. My nephew is at regionals right now, bowling in Des Moines. We will see what happens. Hopefully, he might get to state for bowling. So hopefully he does good. Brock, I love you, brother, and hopefully you kick some butt on at regionals and make state. That would be incredible. But everybody, have a safe day. And everybody have a good day. Follow me at Duke Nats Fan 11 on Instagram, at Jake's Sports Takes on YouTube. Everybody have a safe day. Have a great day. Have a great week. I will be podcasting some stuff later. Olympic updates, sports updates, anything. And if anybody has comments, questions, shout outs, prayers. Everybody have a great day. Have a great week. And peace out, my nerds.